Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Awkward Dadcast. This is your host and your resident awkward dad, John. This episode is the first of hopefully many episodes that I'm going to record kind of on the go. I may even call them the Awkward Dadcast on the go. It'll be sort of a stream of consciousness type thing where I record throughout the day as I go through my day. As thoughts hit my brain, and I think they're coherent enough to share, just to kind of give a picture of what happens during a normal day for me. And in this episode, there are plenty of things that kind of go, wrong, if you will. My plans are changed. My day takes some different turns that I didn't expect, and so that can be all part of the fun. So I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for listening, and please subscribe and leave me a rating in your podcasting app of choice. Thanks a lot. Okay, so finally getting out the door. This morning has been a humdinger already. I am self-employed, so making things happen depends on me making things happen and my wife, because we're a team. But this morning has been kind of crazy. Our kids are doing like kids' day out type thing, aka school. And so, there's a lot to do to get them ready today. And we are a homeschool family, so we are not used to that type of thing every day. So Monday morning, it's number one, it's trash day, so that's kind of on me. I get all the trash together, try to get it by the road. My wife is trying to get the kids ready for school, and I'm trying to help. And I'm trying to get my oldest son ready for school because he has summer session as well at the public school. So that was all crazy. On top of that, our personal home being built, that job site required some purchases, some screws, and they had to be delivered out there. I took them out. I took some gas for a generator that we have going out there for the workers. And then come back here, get my son, ready for school. The school transport comes, and he doesn't want to go. So that's an interesting issue in and of itself. So let me try to run the timeline for you here. I get up this morning to get the materials to my personal home job site before the kids wake up. My oldest son has a school van coming to get him at 8:45, and my younger 5, my wife is going to take them to their kids' day out program. I think they have to be there at like 8:30. So I've got to get back to help get everybody ready. So we do all that. I get back. My wife's getting everybody ready. She gets everybody out the door. So I'm there with my oldest waiting on the transport for his school. When they show up, he doesn't want to go. He's in his spot. He started to play with. He's found some things to play with, and he doesn't want to go. Interesting. So the driver, who we know, he knows Jude really well. He comes in and does his best to try to get Jude to go. Jude's getting upset, getting more upset, and I really don't want to get him fired up too much because he gets aggressive. And I'm thinking, if we get him in the van, but he's just fighting mad, that's not going to really do anybody any good anyway. His summer school program is only like 2 hours long, and so we are running low on time. He does have some caretakers coming after school to the house, but if I'm there or his mama's there, when that happens, when he gets back home, it's going to be really hard for us to leave to do anything else while he's there, because he'll want to go or he won't want us to go. But he does fine whenever we have had a caretaker there and we're not there. It's just the life we are leading right now. Trying to figure out how to do this self-employment thing in the summer. So while I was at home, also trying to get him ready to go, get him convinced to go out the door, I get a call that the generator's not working. I had brought the guys some gas for it. And so my contractor said, I don't know if the gas is old or what, but he said, this thing's not running. So I'm like, okay. And so he says, the oil looks pretty dirty too. So I'm thinking, okay, I got it. And so, I'm doing all that. Well, also, my wife, after she drops the kids off today, is meeting with a CPA to talk about financial things, because we've just gotten our business going. And we don't want to fall into the trap of not getting a CPA and just letting things go wild, not keeping up with expenses, etc., because the tax man will come knocking, and we know that. So she's meeting with her. Well, she needs access to accounts and things, and usually I'm the one who keeps up with passwords and things like that. So so my wife is calling, trying to get access to things, websites, passwords, for different accounts and things, and then she needs the last tax return. And so it's just me trying to get out of the house has been quite the feat. So I'm finally out. It's 9:30, and I'm gonna go try to fix the generator. Well, the day continues in the same manner as it started. I went out to the job site for our house to look at the generator, bring some new gas, and we drained the old gas because we thought it was old gas. And the gas shutoff valve seemed to be blocked a little bit, so we're thinking, okay, maybe this is part of it, because it needs gas flow to work. So I took that off, we drained the old gas, and as I was putting it back on, lo and behold, I broke the gas shutoff valve. So we're down a generator. But family and friends come in really handy, and it's great to have good family and friends. My brother-in-law let me borrow his generator, and my new neighbor, who's actually also my elementary school principal, he had a generator, and he brought his over as well. So we are covered, but I'm still going to try to fix mine. Anyway, the value of family and friends and neighbors is up there in my book. So learning some lessons in that. I need to be a good neighbor. I need to really evaluate myself and think about, have I been a good family member, a good friend, a good neighbor? One of the things about having a son like Jude is that there have been so many times that I've seen a need and wanted to help out. I've seen a need that I could possibly meet, somebody that I could help, something I could do, but just my need to be with Jude trumps that. So that's kind of tough at times, knowing that I could help somebody, knowing that I need to help somebody, and not being able to personally go do it. But I wonder how many of you guys out there could relate to that. Jude needs me so much of the time that my time is very limited. So, okay. So we're about halfway through our day. Moving on to the next part. So I am sort of wrapping up my day. I did find the parts that I needed for my generator. I got some oil to do an oil change, and I'm going to go work on that. But first, I'm going to go check on a couple of other projects that we have going on, and things seem to be kind of settling out for the day. I'm learning that this business that I'm in, and being self-employed, is kind of it can be unorganized if even if you try to be organized. Things are going to change on you, and that has been hard for me at times because I don't really like change being just thrown at me. but it's going to happen. And you know what? That's life. Nothing is guaranteed. And you know what? We're not even promised tomorrow. So we need to live every day like it is just today, like it is what it is. We're in the present, and we're dealing with the situations at hand, and we're, dealing with the people that we're in front of at the moment. And we need to treat it like Christ would. I met a man in the parking lot of Walmart last night as I was going to buy a part for the trailer I'm using. And he needed some money. I had a little bit of change, and I could tell he was talkative. And I went ahead and started to leave, and then just felt like the Holy Spirit was saying, you know what? You didn't say a word about me. You didn't say a word about God to this guy, Billy. And, no matter what Billy's story is, if Billy is wanting change for food like he said he was, or if he is going to go buy some illicit substance after he gets enough money, I don't know. But no matter what the truth is on that, Billy needs Christ. So I turned around and I went and found him. He was actually trying to talk to somebody else in a car, and I kind of pulled up, and I could tell that they rejected him, and so I yelled out, "Hey, Billy!" And he came back up, and I just told him that I said, I can't believe I almost left without telling you who has made a major change in my life for the better. And I told him about Jesus, and he knew. And being in Texas, being from the Bible Belt, most people have heard about God in some form, but I just had to speak the name of Jesus to him. And so that was a good reminder for me to take those opportunities that are in front of me and not think about the fact that it's late. This is after the kids were in bed. I went to go do some things because I had to, and I really needed to get moving. But you know what? Life is short. If I'm not going to tell somebody that walks up to me about Christ, then I've got major priority issues. So, all right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is probably the end of my podcast for today, and I hope you have a good one. Thanks again for listening to the Awkward Dadcast on the go. I think I'm going to call it that. Sounds good to me. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will try to record many more. Have a good one.